We're going to talk about affordable housing in Hamilton and the fact that it is attainable and it is out there. So, I am specifically going to give you information from two listings that I found while searching the internet this week in my own hood. So, two houses basically between the three websites House Sigma, Zolo, and Redfin, which I did not even realize that we had that in Canada now, but apparently we do. However, House Sigma and Zolo, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with, have all of the information out there. So if you don't have an agent and you think you want to purchase a home and you don't trust us or whatever, for whatever reason you don't have an agent, the information is out there, guys. So I want you to do the research and figure it out to validate it for yourself. We have access to everything. We have Geo Warehouse, we have the Matrix MLS, known to you as property.ca. Property.ca is just a front for the Matrix. It is literally just the vehicle to show you the information. What we have in the background is absolutely everything. And then, of course, we have access to Geo Warehouse, which is land titles, which is where every property is registered. So, that being said, two properties on Murray Street found the information both with House Sigma and Zolo. So these are things that I want you to look for. So the validation here is property values are now priced at, for the most part, market value. Purchasing a house in December is an absolutely fabulous time to do so because most of the homes that are on the market right now, with the exception of land, because quite often land takes a much longer time to sell, and an agent will put land up for sale because it's a matter of finding specifically the right buyer, which is not necessarily en masse. It's a very specific individual looking for a specific piece of land in a specific location. So take the land off the hop for December. However, any home that is listed in December is listed for a reason because it has to sell. Realistically, nobody is going to list a home in December, so they're going to be listing it or should be listing it at market value, number one, or less than market value. There's going to be fewer buyers out there in the pool looking for homes, which means less competition for you as a buyer. So now is a very amazing time to look and purchase a home. You should have actually been looking sooner because you could have been doing, well, I can do reports, but you can be doing comparative values between areas, target an area, pay attention to it. So specifically, this is in the north end of Hamilton, or Beasley, actually, which is on the cusp of the north end of Hamilton. And there are two properties that sold. Well, one's for sale, one sold. So 111 Murray Street East was listed, I believe, originally at $579 a few months ago. And it recently sold in the beginning of November for $575. Now, this is a semi-detached without parking, so please keep in mind that I quite often see homes with parking for about $100,000 more, not atypical at all, and always keep in mind that they will sell first before a home that doesn't have parking on the same street. So this home had been done and renovated, sold for $575 on November the 3rd. And renovations are, I'm going to call them urban renovations. They have open exposed ceilings so you can see all of the struts, floor joist to the floor before. That may not appeal to everybody. It's definitely a little bit more urban and hip, which I personally like that stuff, but that's not everybody's cup of tea, so I totally get it. So in conjunction with that, finishes look great, by the way. I didn't get a chance to go through the house. I saw it come up. I mean, I live in the neighborhood, so I pay attention to everything that's coming up, as you should as well. If you own a home already, pay attention to property values in your neighborhood so you're constantly aware of it. If you're not working with anybody, I'm happy to set you up on a search. I think it's really important that you are aware of what's coming up on the market and what it's selling for, because then you're always in tune with where the market is at, because the market changes and shifts as interest rates change, as the federal government makes new policies and the provincial policies, municipal, people move, blah, blah, blah. All of that stuff adds up to property values and shifting property values. So, jumping back in, Murray Street East. 113 Murray Street East was just listed for $499,997. So I haven't run any reports. I didn't pull this data up on the Matrix. I specifically was pulling all the data up between House Sigma and Zolo. And when I looked at the property, went through all the photos, I'm like, wow, nicely done. This house is priced at market value. They've actually left room for a spread, which is really nice. So hypothetically, if the property were to sell for $497, $479, $475, you have $100,000 spread to bring it up to current market value of a home that has been renovated in this area, in Beasley area. This is amazing. So I want to bring up property mortgages. I want to bring this point up because it's really, really important. You are actually better off, I've said this before, to purchase now at higher interest rates with house prices having dropped on the level that they have, because you're going to have to suck it up for a year. You're going to have to bite the bullet and pay a little bit extra with your interest rates right now. My recommendation would be to not lock anything in, to leave it open so that when the interest rates do start to fall, and I know there's a lot of naysayers out there that want the market to crash and they want everything to be in an upheaval situation. But the reality is, if you pay attention to economics and federal policies, global geopolitics, interest rates are going to come down. So when you're renegotiating your mortgage the second time, you're remortgaging at a much lower principal than what it would have been had you purchased last year when we were at peak prices. You can't renegotiate a lower price if you paid a higher price. Remember that, folks. So real estate is a long game. Keep that in mind. I will bring up this situation. So hypothetically, the house sold for $575, the 111 Murray Street East. If you were at 5%, at 5% down, your mortgage would be $546,250. 5 years, 1 year amortization, 35-year payment, I think is what I pulled up, 4.64%, your payment would be $3,066. Conversely, if you were at 3.5%, 5 year, 1 year amortization, your payment would be $2,249.62. That is almost $800. So remember that. If you're on the fence about purchasing right now, get off of it, because you really should be looking right now. We are going to have a very short window of opportunity to take advantage of purchasing property at this reduced rate. They're going to go up again. As interest rates start to fall, consumers will gain confidence. Much to people's understanding of what's going on right now, there are a lot of people out there that have good jobs and they make a lot of money and they are ready to buy. So I don't want to see you in a competitive situation, which is what drives prices up, because right now it is fabulous for purchasing. Market value is out there. There's lots of homes to choose from. I'm seeing them come on the market on a daily basis. I'm happy to provide you information, as is my colleague, Frank Rusomano. We both work at different brokerages, but we do work together quite frequently on many levels. So I hope this helps, and I hope you feel positive, because I do see change happening very consistently. There's a whole bunch of mortgage stuff happening right now as well that the feds have done, repackaging mortgages, and it's a bunch of BS. I'll get into that on another one. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. But this right now, to me, is most important to let you know that homes are being priced at market value. They are available out there. There's lots and lots of homes under 600,000 right now in the GTA area, pushing all the way out. So peace out. Love y'all. Ciao for now. Bye.